Hey peeps. So today's topic is uh, something that I came across where I was thinking about because I've been hearing and reading a lot of debate about body count and why men see it as a major problem. So I have a nice analogy that I came with, and I call it the ice cream analogy. This ice cream analogy talks about the difference of how being fully, how can I say this without being flagged, loose. I'm gonna give you two scenarios, and I'm gonna give you the scenarios and how it turns out with two people. So we're going to call woman A and woman B. Both start off with their B intact. They're untouched, never been with no one. Okay? Woman A, both claim they're looking for traditional men, but you will soon find out which one really is looking for a traditional man. Woman A gets courted by her boyfriend, whoever he is, uh, then get proposed for marriage, and then gets married. And then she loses a V on her wedding night. Okay. Woman B does the complete opposite. She's running the streets. She hooks up with Ray Ray, Rookie Pookie, John, Bob, whoever she hooks up with, loses her virginity with some guy who's not even worth the time of day. And this is where the problem starts. So let's say woman A, she loses it on her wedding night. And here comes the ice cream analogy. She's given ice cream, but the ice cream is not in any way reflected of the person's race or anything else, but just say the flavor is like vanilla. She's never had any other flavor but vanilla. So she's, wow, vanilla, it's wonderful. Oh my goodness. Girl B, same thing happens. She loses it. Oh, vanilla is wonderful. Oh my goodness, like this is, and then the inevitable happens. He leaves her for another one. So now she's in a situation where she's given up the only prize that she has to offer anybody to some guy who didn't even deserve it. And the phrase parabonding means the bond that a woman can deal with a man. So having you're losing your V, uh, there's only one other love stronger than that bond that you will ever have, and that's the bond that the young girl will have with her father. Outside that, the next bond will be the one that she has with her husband that took her V. Now you have woman B who went it backwards and had sex with a knucklehead, lost her V, and now she's strongly bonded. If you've ever seen a woman lose her V to somebody, you'll see how difficult it is for her to leave him because mentally and everything else, she's bonded with him. She doesn't want to let go. Doesn't matter. It has nothing to do how good the S is. Is that she bonded with him at a deep level. Okay, so A, who did it right, got married, lost it with her husband. They're starting to build their life. B is now in turmoil because now the person that she lost it to is now gone because all he wanted to do was and go about his business. Bad decision. Does she fix this problem? Absolutely not. What happens is she ends up hooking up with someone else. Now, parabonding has a very small window. I usually call it the 20 to 25%. So, which means anywhere between 20 to 25% of your ability to parabond is lost every time you lay down with somebody. So she hooks up with guy number two. Boom. Wow. This is strawberry. Different flavor, different experiences. She was like, oh my gosh, I've never felt like this before. Smashing off with him. What happens months later? He leaves. Now she's heartbroken. Number two. We're talking less than 2 years, probably within a year. She done went through two dudes, and now her heart is completely broken twice. Her ability to appear bond has went down anywhere between 40 to 50%. Her trust in men has fallen. Her ability to love a man has fallen. And instead of stopping and thinking of what she's doing, she continues with the same path. It's the old saying, The definition of insanity is repeating the same thing and expecting a different result. And they think doing that they're going to get a better result, but it never happens. Almost never happens. So now she's left. The dude number two is gone. Woman A, who did it right, is still with her husband. They still monogamous. Everything's working good. She did it the right way. Now, put in consideration, both of these women claim to be religious. So, which one do you think is really religious? One with the mouthpiece over here, or the one that's over here? Okay, all right. I just said that because some people are religious. I'm not. So, Lady B didn't learn from mistake one. Didn't learn from mistake two. She goes out for mistake number three. Let's say we'll call him Nutty Buddy. Oh no, Rocky Road. That's what we call him. Rocky. Bam! He hits him. He does things to her she's never experienced. What happens? Same thing that happened one and two. He breaks her heart. He leaves, goes with somebody else. He just wanted to get that. She hasn't figured that out in her head. That's the only reason they really paying her any attention. So now she's down three guys. So that means anywhere between 60 to 75% of her ability to pair bond with a man is absolutely gone. You cannot reverse it. It's gone. So she finds number four, the squirrel. Dude twist her into pretzels. Never experienced the things he shows. He shows all wines and dines her and do all kind of nasty things to her. And once he gets what he wants, he's gone. Or he strings her along for a little bit, and then when she finds out he's cheating, she, eventually leaves him. So she's been through four dudes. Now she's anywhere between 100% and 80% of her ability to pair bond with a man. Usually, right around 4 or 5 is pretty much done, and anything uh, uh, more than that is Krispy Kreme. Now she's pretty much done. This is where you'll start seeing her behavior start to change. She'll start finding reasons to hate guys. She'll start finding reasons to use men. Okay, if I can't be happy, I'm going to get this out of him. If I can't be happy, he's going to spend this amount of money on me to pay for my time. That's a woman that's been ran through and doesn't realize it. She's so hurt that man one took her V that she had the strongest bond with outside of her father. Man two did the exact same thing man one did. Man three did the exact same thing as one and two, and man four did the same thing as one, two, and three. Now she moves over to man five. She's done. She's cooked. And you will start at that point, you'll start seeing slight behaviors in her behavior on how she thinks of men. But it's not the men, baby. It's the bad decisions that you made. And this analogy with the strawberry is that now she done went on man five. That could be whatever ice cream you want, strawberry sherbet, whatever. Now here's the bigger problem. Every man that she has sex with out that is she's comparing to vanilla, strawberry, rocky roll, sherbet, whatever flavors you want to associate it with. She's comparing all those men to every man she sleeps with. And at that point, she does, oh, I like strawberry sometimes. I like, she cannot tell what she really wants because she's been overexposed to too many different types of interactions. Woman A has only had vanilla. She's never experienced any other flavors. And she's content with that vanilla because that's all she's ever had. Girlfriend B has had multiple flavors of ice cream, and now she can't figure out which one she likes the best on any particular day. This is the problem when a woman has too many partners or too many sexual experiences. She will always compare the new man to her men of her past. Let me say that again. She will always compare the new man to the man of her past. See, woman A don't have nothing to compare to. B does, and that will be an internal struggle she will always have when she's in the date. Oh, I remember chocolate used to do this to me, and swirl used to do it, and Rocky. Oh my God, what he did to me. But yeah, he's a nice guy, but he doesn't do the thing Rocky Road did for me. She's never going to be happy. And at some point, she's going to start resenting the behavior that she did in the past. And that's when her hatred towards man or men start to have. All men ain't worth nothing. All they want is this. And then she found started listening to some of these feminists and backwards women, like the drizzle woman, and then digs herself into a deeper hole because now she's the only reason she wants a man is because that's why you hear all these broken women talking. He need a, he need to take me on a $300 date. It's the $300 a date isn't about to get to know the man. It's about how much money she can get out of it. See, these are broken women. Now, when she was still had her V, she would have been contented to go out on a picnic. That's before she got contaminated. But they don't see it that way. And then they find ways to hate men and use them and start listening to some of these feminists and these other backwards women that are hurt because misery loves company. And if a woman is miserable, she's going to try to teach other women how to be miserable. And you'll see this with mothers and daughters. The mother's no longer attractive to most men, and so the daughter is now attractive, and you'll see ways that she was intentionally try to destroy the relationships that her daughter has. So because she's not getting the attention that she used to have, it's absolutely crazy in this crazy mindset. The best thing that you women can do, you have V one time. Once you give it up to whoever it is, you cannot resurrect it. You cannot give it to somebody else. You've already given it away. So stop giving away your precious prize to guys who don't even deserve it. These are the same guys who won't even marry you. So why are you doing this? And all it's going to do is make your life horrible in the end. And in the case with woman B, right around third man, she gets knocked up. Now she's a single mom. And you got this lady A who, even if she has a baby, she has a husband, she has a household, she has a committed relationship. Lady B don't have none of that. She's just been ran through. She's just been ran through. That's all she has. Only thing she has to show is that I've had sex with chocolate, strawberry, sherbet, Rocky Road, and what other flavors that ran through it. And the more men she gets, the lower her ability to bond with anybody. And that's why you see a lot of these women willing to pick up on a dime and leave their husband, leave their boyfriends or whatever, because there's nothing there to bond with. Her feeling, she's like someone who breaks their back from the waist down. They don't feel nothing. That's how they get. That's how it. And this is why men complain about women with high body counts because women with high body counts are less likely to be committed. They're less likely to be loyal, and they're more likely to be cheaters. And they will cheat because there's nothing to keep them there. Nothing. Even your money won't keep them there because they'll just find another guy who got more money. There's no, there's no, there's it's like having trying to glue two pieces of paper together with no glue. There's nothing to keep you two together. And no matter how much you try to convert her back to where she should be, ain't gonna happen because her brains are already been the software has already been corrupted and it's not going to go any further from that. So this is why men find, and women know that there's a problem with body count because most women will not tell you what their body count is. What's your body count, baby? Oh, they're a lie about it. Oh, I only had 5 men. Really? And you out there in clubs every weekend and you only had 5 men since you've been born. Yeah, okay. If you say so, boo boo. But that is the my ice cream analogy. You could also use the analogy of the tape. You take a piece of tape, you put it on the first time you apply that tape to anything. That's the strongest bond it's ever has. Every time you lift that tape up and re-stick it, it gets weaker and weaker and weaker, and then to the point where it won't stick it to anything anymore. Same analogy. The more people you sleep with, the lower your ability to pair bond with a man becomes. And then all men are just what they are. And then sooner or later, you'll start hating these men because, oh, they don't want to do this. And then you listen to Drizzle, wonder why, oh, how can I get back to men? I want to be able, you need to spend $300. Dude, I'm telling you, any woman who won't do a coffee date, she's usually broke. Yeah, let's be honest. A lot of these women are broke. That's why they want you to take them on dinners that they can't afford themselves. But wait till my video comes out about independent women and how that independence is subjective based on what they're going after. I'll see you guys later. You take care of yourself, and I'm out of here.